The first day of the new semester was louder than usual. The university campus was filled with students carrying books, chatting with friends, and searching for their classes. Some looked excited while others looked nervous. Among the crowd, one name was known by almost everyone: Park Sunghoon. He was in the final year of his master's degree. Everyone knew him as the university's badboy. He was handsome, rich, and incredibly smart, but he was also cold and difficult to approach. He rarely attended campus events, skipped classes whenever he wanted, and never cared about what people thought of him. Many girls confessed to him, and every confession ended the same way. Sunghoon, I'm not interested. He never smiled. He never gave anyone false hope. Rumors about him spread across the university every day. Some students said he had a terrible temper. Others claimed he had been in fights before. No one knew which story was true because nobody was brave enough to ask him directly. That morning, Sunghoon walked through campus with his two friends. His His hand rested inside the pockets of his black jacket while the students around him quickly moved out of his way. Friend, another girl left chocolates in your locker. Sunghoon looked bored. Sunghoon, throw them away. Friend, you are impossible. At the same time, Payan hurried across the campus with a stack of books in her arms. She had recently started her studies at the university. She was kind, quiet, and always focused on her studies. She loved reading in the library, drinking strawberry milk between classes, and helping others who needed it. She looked at the timetable in her hand. Payan, I hope I am not late. She walked a little faster without noticing the people around her. A second later, she accidentally bumped into someone. Her book slipped from her hands and scattered across the ground. Vian quickly stepped back. Vian, I am sorry. She bent down to collect her books as quickly as possible. The entire hallway suddenly became silent. Students nearby stopped walking. One girl whispered to her friend, "Student, is something to Sunghoon?" Another student shook his head. "Student, he is finished." Everyone expected Sunghoon to lose his temper. Instead, he stood completely still. His eyes remaining fixed on the girl kneeling in front of him. A soft breeze moved a few strands of her hair across her face as she gathered her books with trembling hands. She looked up for only a second. Their eyes met. Time seemed to stop. For the first time in years, Sunghoon forgot where he was. He had never believed in love at first sight until now. Wyatt quickly looked away, stood up, put the books to her desk and bowed politely. Wyatt, I am really sorry. Without waiting for his answer, she hurried away. Sunghoon forced her despair into the crowd. The direction where she had disappeared. For the rest of the day, he could not focus on anything else. She looked surprised. Vian, thank you. She slowly sat down while Sunghoon took the chair across from her. She blinked. Vian, do you study here often? Sunghoon almost smiled. Sunghoon starting today. She laughed softly. The sound made his heart race. Neither of them noticed that half of the library had started watching them. One student whispered, "Student, is that really Sangha?" Another nodded, "Student, I have never seen him sit with anyone." For almost 2 hours they quietly studied. Neither spoke much, yet somehow the silence felt comfortable. When Vian packed her books to leave, she noticed her pen had rolled under a table. Before she could bend down, Sangkun picked it up. He carefully placed it on top of her notebook. "Sangkun, you wrote this." Vian smiled calmly. "Vian, thank you." For a moment he forgot how to breathe. After she left, his friend finally approached him. "Friend, what are you doing?" Sangkun looked toward the library door. Sangkun, "I don't know." "Friend, you have been staring at her." Sangkun remained quiet before answering honestly. "Sangkun, I can't stop." His friend burst into laughter. "Friend, the famous Park Sangkun has a crush." Sangkun shook his head. "Sangkun, it's more than that." "Friend, you have spoken to her twice." Sangkun smiled to himself. "Sangkun, that's enough for me." Outside the library, Vian walked toward the campus cafe. She could not stop thinking about the mysterious senior. Everyone described him as cold and rude, yet he had quietly helped her twice without asking for anything. Maybe, maybe the rumors about him were not completely true. She smiled without realizing it. From the second floor window, Sangkun watched her leave. For the first time in his life, the bed where everyone feared found himself counting the hours until he could see one person again. The following morning, Sangkun reached the university before most students. His friends looked at him with disbelief because he was usually the last person to arrive on campus. "Friend, you have been coming early every day this week. Who are you and what did you do with Far Sangkun?" Sangkun calmly picked up his coffee. "Sangkun, stop talking. Friend, you are waiting for it again, aren't you?" Sangkun did not answer, but the small smile on his face was enough. A few minutes later, Vian walked through University Gate with her headphones on. She was smiling while listening to music, completely unaware like someone had been waiting just to catch a glimpse of her. Sanggun watched her from a distance. "Friend, go talk to her." Sanggun, "Not yet." "Friend, the fearless bad boy has nervous." Sanggun quietly sighed. "Sanggun, I don't want to scare her." His friends exchanged shocked looks. They had never seen him care so much about anyone's feelings. That afternoon, Ryan stopped at the machine outside the library. She searched her bag for coins, but she did not have enough money for her favorite strawberry milk. She smiled awkwardly. "Ryan, I guess I'll buy it tomorrow." Just as she turned to leave, the machine suddenly made a sound. The bottle of strawberry milk dropped into the tray. She looked around in confusion. No one was standing nearby. Hidden behind a large pillar, Sunghoon quietly lowered his hand after paying for the drink without letting her see him. His friend whispered, "Friend, why didn't you give it to her yourself?" Sunghoon watched her happily picked up the bottle. Sunghoon, because that smile is enough. His friend shook his head. Friend, you are completely gone. The days slowly passed. Sunghoon never forced himself into her life. Instead, he stayed close enough to make sure she was safe. Whenever she entered the library, there was always an empty seat waiting near the window. Whenever she forgot her umbrella, she somehow found one outside the classroom. Whenever she looked tired after long lectures, her favorite snack would mysteriously appear on her desk. Ryan had no idea what's happening. One afternoon, she was carrying several books toward the library when one slipped from her hands. Before she could bend down, someone picked it up. She looked up. Sunghoon stood in front of her. Sunghoon, you keep dropping things. She laughed softly. Ryan, I think I do. She handed her the book. Their fingers brushed for only a second. Both of them froze. Ryan quickly looked away, feeling her cheeks become warm. Sunghoon tried to hide his smile. They walked toward the library together in comfortable silence. After a few minutes, Ryan finally gathered enough courage to speak. Ryan, can I ask you something? Sunghoon looked at her. Sunghoon, anything. Ryan, everyone says you are scary. He looked down for a moment. Sunghoon, do you think that I'm scary? She studied his face before smiling. Ryan, no. He raised an eyebrow. Ryan, you don't smile much, but you are kind to me. For a second, Sunghoon forgot how to respond. No one had ever described him that way. They reached the library, but instead of going inside, they sat on a bench beneath a large tree. The wind gently moved the leaves above them. Sunghoon looked at the students walking across campus. Sunghoon, people like believing rumors. Ryan nodded. Ryan, sometimes they never try to learn the truth. He looked at her. Sunghoon, thank you. Ryan blinked. Ryan, for what? Sunghoon, for seeing me instead of the rumors. Her heart skipped a beat. She smiled without saying anything. Over the next few weeks, they became close friends. They studied together almost every evening. They shared snacks between lectures. Sometimes they walked around the campus lake after class, talking about their dreams, laughing over silly stories. Mayang discovered that Sunghoon loved photography. Sunghoon loved that she dreamed of opening a small bookstore one day. One evening, while they were sitting on the grass watching the sunset, Ryan looked at him. Ryan, you are very different from what people say. Sunghoon smiled. Sunghoon, only because I am with you. She felt her heart race again. Before she could answer, a loud voice interrupted them. A senior student walked toward Ryan with a confident smile. Senior, Ryan, our department is having dinner tonight. Why don't you come with me? Ryan politely smiled. Ryan, thank you, but I already have plans. The senior ignored her answer. Senior, it won't take long. Before Ryan could respond again, Sunghoon stood up. His expression immediately became cold. Sunghoon, she already answered you. The senior looked nervous. Senior, I was only asking. Sunghoon stepped closer. Sunghoon, then respect her answer. The senior quickly apologized before walking away. Ryan looked at Sunghoon. Ryan, you didn't have to do that. He looked at her with gentle eyes. Sunghoon, I know. She tilted her head. Ryan, then why did you? He took a deep breath. Sunghoon finally decided to stop hiding his feelings. Sunghoon, because I don't like seeing someone make you uncomfortable. Her heartbeat became faster. Sunghoon looked into her eyes. Sunghoon, ever since that day you bumped into me, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. Ryan remained completely still. Sunghoon smiled nervously. Sunghoon, I know it probably sounds strange. Ryan slowly shook her head. Sunghoon continued. Sunghoon, I started coming to the library because of you. He laughed quietly. Sunghoon, the strawberry milk from the machine was for me. Her eyes became wide. Sunghoon, the umbrella outside your class. He smiled. Sunghoon, that was me too. She covered her mouth in surprise. Why, it was you? He nodded. Sunghoon, I never wanted anything in return. I just wanted to make your days a little easier. I'm not telling you this to make you this, that, how great I am, or I did so many favors for you. I just want you to know that I really care for you. For several seconds, neither of them spoke. Finally, Ryan smiled with tears shining in her eyes. Ryan, do you know something? Sunghoon looked at him. Ryan, I started looking for you every morning too. His heart almost stopped. Ryan laughed shyly. Ryan, whenever I couldn't see you on campus, my day felt incomplete. A bright smile appeared on Sunghoon's face. It was the happiest smile she had ever seen. He slowly reached for her hand. Sunghoon, may I? She gently placed her hand in his. Ryan, yes. Their fingers intertwined naturally. For a long moment they simply looked at each other. Sunghoon carefully brushed a strand of hair away from her face. Ryan looked up at him with a soft smile. Sunghoon leaned a little closer. Sunghoon, I have wanted to do this for a long time. She gave him a tiny note. He gently tugged her cheek and placed a soft kiss on her forehead. She smiled and stepped a little closer before giving him a sweet kiss on the cheek. Sunghoon laughed quietly. Sunghoon, I want more. Payan giggled. Payan, you have to earn the next one. He smiled warmly. Sunghoon, then I'll spend every day earning it. They walked back across the university campus hand in hand as the evening sun painted the sky golden. The student who once feared Park Sanghoon stared in surprise. The cold badboy who never smiled was now laughing because of one word, and for the first time in his life, he knew exactly where he belonged.